I'm going to be breaking down to you what decentralized exchanges are and why they become so popular. So stay right there. Hello, Josh, we talk crypto. If you're genuinely interested in learning more about the cryptocurrency or blockchain space, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. I'll be posting videos like this all the time. And I'm going to get right into it. Decentralized exchanges. Why are they so popular? Why have they come out of nowhere? Well, they haven't. They've been here for a while. So, the exchanges today you've seen are really popular. Binance, Bittrex, Poloniex, KuCoin, Kraken. These are some of the OGs, right? These guys have been in the cryptocurrency exchange game for a very long time. They've helped traders make successful transactions and trades. They've allowed people to amass large amounts of wealth with their trading tools, with their advanced trading tools, with technical analysis tools that are ready for traders to trade on the spot. You could almost say it's made by traders for traders. So those are centralized exchanges. Now I'm going to be talking about decentralized exchange. What a decentralized exchange is basically a peer-to-peer protocol where I have a wallet and you have a wallet and I want to make a direct transfer with you, but I don't want to use a third party to do that or sign off on the transaction or approve it or anything like that. The currency in my wallet is going to be directly swapped with the currency in your wallet. So that's how it works in a nutshell. There's a lot more to it, of course, but that's the basic way of explaining it. Centralized exchanges have you deposit funds on an exchange and allow you to trade those funds for other funds that people have deposited on exchange. It has an order book keeping track of these trades that are made once you have funds deposited and you trade them with someone else. So if I want to make a trade with you, chances are I'm going to have to go on Coinbase, buy a direct pair currency to trade with, which would be Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, send that coin to the exchange, let's say this is Binance, send it to Binance, deposit the Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum in my wallet on Binance, and then make an exchange with you or whoever is trying to trade these funds. So an order book is keeping track of this on a centralized exchange, and that's how it works. On a decentralized exchange, I'm not depositing any funds at all. In fact, I have a wallet that's my personal wallet that I control the keys to and the exchange doesn't. At any time, I'm just exchanging with you directly. No third parties keeping track of that. This isn't run on some website or some domain name. This is run on a bunch of nodes in a blockchain that are keeping track of these transactions being from me to you. That's how it works. And that's it in a nutshell. There are a lot of pros and cons to this. People really don't trust decentralized exchanges yet because they have a problem with solving liquidity. A centralized exchange, it's very easy to make a transaction and make a liquid transaction. If I want Ethereum and I have Litecoin, I can directly trade that no problem and it can happen instantly. In a decentralized exchange, there is a different type of order book. I have to broadcast that I want to sell so-and-so currency or crypto asset, and then there has to be you on the other side that wants to buy this asset, and then there has to be an automated process of keeping track of this. And the reason centralized exchanges can do it so easily is because it's centralized. It's on a hosted domain that's right there. The centralized service, the back end, they have different ways of doing this. Maybe this is happening off-chain, which is off the blockchain. Updates are being approved and made there. And that's very slow. That takes a while to happen. So liquidity is a downfall of a decentralized exchange. Another downside of a decentralized exchange is it's not really easy to use. EtherDelta is the most popular decentralized exchange, and if you listen to anyone in the industry, EtherDelta is horrible. The interface is terrible. It's hard to use. There's actually YouTube videos and blog guides out there to show you just how to use the exchange. That's not very user-friendly compared to the centralized exchanges, and a lot of decentralized exchanges are like that. Another downfall is the lack of advanced trading features. They're very basic trading tools. It's just buy orders, sell orders. Probably very few of them have stop loss or stop limit orders that you can put in. There's not a lot of technical analysis tools. If you're a trader, that can be a big deal to you, especially if you use technical analysis, which is big in the cryptocurrency industry. That can be a really big con for you. So those are some cons of a decentralized exchange or a DEX that I've gone over. Low liquidity, not easy to use, and not really good trading features. I'm going to go over some pros of a decentralized exchange now. Here's the good stuff, and here's pretty much the big picture of why these things are taking off. So in a decentralized exchange, you can control your funds. You store the keys, as I said before, to your wallet to make a direct trade. And that's huge for people because these centralized exchanges controlling your keys to your wallet means that pretty much they control your wallet. So if the exchange goes down, downtime or some server default or it gets hacked, your funds are compromised and they're at the will of the exchange controlling your funds. Here's a big one. Here's a big pro for decentralized exchanges. It's anonymous. There are no KYC requirements on a decentralized exchange, meaning know your customer, which is really popular with centralized exchanges. A know your customer process, personal information that you're putting on exchanges. Maybe you have 2 levels of identification. Maybe you use your driver's license to get on. Probably hooking up your email. You might be hooking up your birth certificate to these centralized exchanges. That way it makes it easier for governments and regulating bodies to get in and at any time compromise your funds or make it easy for them to follow and heavily tax your funds depending on tax law. Now I'm not saying avoiding taxes is okay, but I'm just saying that this is something that you might potentially want to look out for. One, you want to deal with anonymity on the decentralized exchange. It's more privacy for you and your funds. So here's one of the other big ones, big pros of decentralized exchange. There's rarely any hacks or server downtime because it's hosted on a network of nodes instead of a centralized location. So it's harder for hackers to come in, stick their fingers in, and mess up a domain or a subdomain and potentially steal tons of keys and wallets from that centralized exchange. So it's harder to hack a decentralized exchange. The security is better because of this decentralized node system that it runs. So those are the main pros. Now, centralized exchanges are popular. They are here to stay for probably a good 3 to 5 years, maybe even less. Who knows? Who knows how long it's going to be? These guys are racking in dough. They're making tons of money on trades, and they don't even really have great customer service in case your funds do get stolen. They are just providing you the infrastructure to make trades with people for you to make more money, and that's their biggest service for you. That's their white glove service to you. And they've been around since the beginning. But there is a problem with security, including the Mt. Gox hack 2014, and the most recent one, which is the Coincheck exchange hack of 2018, where there's around $500 million in NEM stolen and $200 million in Ripple stolen from that exchange, which would make that to date the largest hack in the crypto space ever. So these are all centralized exchanges who didn't take their security features seriously, and as a result, this is what happened. You're not seeing this with any of the smaller decentralized exchanges going on. One, because there's low volume, but two, because it's really hard to hack. And that's where the industry is going to move. There's been so much need for these exchanges to take off, and we are finally starting to see some exchanges that are decentralized take off. Kyber Network, you have BitShares, BitSquare, you have OX, the protocol for decentralized exchange. Neo has its own Alpha Line decentralized exchange. So you're going to see a lot of these blockchain platforms building decentralized exchanges to run seamlessly with them so people can make trades on their favorite blockchains of their favorite crypto assets. This is why it's getting popular. The hacking, the lack of anonymity, and the centralized control of your wallet funds. People are tired of that, and they want to move to actual decentralized exchanges. If we're trading decentralized crypto assets, then the platforms we trade them on ought to be decentralized too. And that's it in a nutshell. So thanks. I hope you found this helpful. And I want to see if you think decentralized exchanges are the way to go for the future, or do you think we should stay centralized? So I'm curious to hear what you think. If you found this helpful, hit the like, smash it up, and hit the subscribe button. Thanks, Josh out.